What's up, guys? All right, so it's Monday. What up? Hope everyone had a great weekend. I'm driving right now, so I'm gonna do my typical, vlog car thingy that I do, where I vent to you guys about whatever's in my mind, so that I can tell everyone how I feel in one video post instead of repeating myself all day. Just kidding. All right, what's up, guys? So if you aren't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I got to get back on my routine here and have my little spiel for you guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Yay, nay. I obviously am not a big sports person, and I say obviously because do you guys ever hear me talk about it, really? I mean, basketball, yeah. Football, not really. But Mike is from Philly, and so obviously we were, rooting for the Eagles, and they didn't win, but it is what it is. Not that serious. We didn't bet money or anything, but I keep hearing all this stuff about the Grammys, so I'm going to give you guys my 2 cents on the Grammys, okay? So, whether you're conservative, Christian, not Christian, a liberal, a lefty, a righty, a uptighty, a black or whitey, just kidding. No matter what you are or call yourself, I think we can agree that there was a normal performance that ensued. I think the biggest scoop would be that Rihanna was pregnant, obviously. I thought, oh my God, because Mike's like, she looks pregnant. We went live on Instagram, and I was like, shh. He's like, what? I don't care. I'm like, no, but I didn't know, because I kept hearing she had just had the baby. I don't keep up with celebrity stuff, guys. I really could care less about. Honestly, I don't get a fangirl over nobody. Myself, perhaps. That's about it. I really don't get geeked or gassed over people, so I have no idea what these people do. So the point is that I thought she just had the baby. I don't know when she had the baby, so I was assuming that she was just having postpartum weight, which is normal. And so I'm like, no. Then I get off Instagram live, and literally the first post I see is it says Rihanna's fucking pregnant. I don't care what you say. And I'm like, oh, maybe she is pregnant. Okay, well, I take it back. So, that being said, I keep hearing all these conservative sides talking. I mean, I went on Twitter and I saw conservative Christian pages talking about satanic stuff from Rihanna and how it was so gross and all these things. And I'm like, what? Hold on, what? Okay, let's see. All right, so here's where I'm going to go with this. So when I first started coming around, politics in general, in terms of my music, is when I decided I didn't really want to work with a lot of these kids anymore, because they're getting to the point where they're adults now, our group of kids. And it was just time, it's time. They're ready to spread their wings and fly. They're 21, 18, 19 now. I need to go do my shit finally, because this is what I'm meant to do. My purpose, I feel is so much greater than I've given myself credit for, because every time I've tried to give the help and assistance to someone else to shine their light, they can't take the torch and run with it correctly. So I have to do it, right? Which is fine. And that's what I'm doing now. But because of that little lull in 2020 with politics and stuff, I took a little break, right? And like I said, I've never been on the side of any politics. I've always been involved in the real entertainment business. So obviously I'm around more liberal type people. I live in Los Angeles, and I work with people from all walks of life, and backgrounds and ethnicities and sexual preferences, and you name it, right? So that being said, when I started seeing what was going on with the COVID stuff and the vaccines and everything, I just started expanding my horizons, finding people more connected to God with the music. And then that's when I kind of started finding some conservative artists. And, my thing is this. I realized that the people on the right-hand side of, white BMWs, they just never go the speed limit. This guy is going at least 120. Anyway, the point is that if you don't know, white BMWs or something about those drivers in LA, not good. So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I went over to the conservative side basically to fucking be around people that I thought were more connected to the light and God, right? Just to see, test it out. So I go over and start watching people shit, interacting. Months go by, the left side's calling me names, the right side's just sitting there like, whatever, we're so Christian. You go, okay, so here's my synopsis of all this, because I'm explaining this for people who don't know and aren't on Instagram and don't really understand what the hell I'm talking about. I'm trying to give you a little bit of an idea, or people that are on Facebook or whatever app you've come from, Twitter. This is Instagram stuff, but basically I was going into people's lives, watching on Instagram lives, started getting involved with different groups of both sides, and I realized that the right is very hypocritical. So all these tweets yesterday, I see all this stuff about, you guys, okay, listen, I want to explain something to the conservatives watching this. If you want to be in the music business or be an artist for real, then you need to stop. You need to stop, because this is ridiculous. You need to chill the fuck out and learn to lighten up and then realize you're not going to go to hell because you danced a little bit. Like, geez Louise. Rihanna's performance was not satanic because she wore red. Oh, wow. She wore red. God forbid you wear red 2 days before Valentine's Day. What will we ever do? God forbid that Donald Trump and the right wear red because it's the color of the Republican side, correct? Like, dude, you guys pushing it. Oh, but Sam Smith wore red to the Grammys. He was dressed like the fucking devil, bro. Like, there's a big difference, okay? I mean, if she would have worn all black because she wanted to, like, hide the pregnancy or something, then you guys would have said she wore black because it's also dark and evil. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys just, there's no winning with you guys. Like, what's the color appropriate? What's appropriate color? Because I saw one of these fucking weirdo bitches post, conservative girls, that pink hair is a slave color for Hollywood. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, bro, I literally can't with these conspiracy theories. Like, I'm the biggest conspiracy theorist to an extent, like chemtrails, all that stuff. I've known about that forever. But it's like realistic stuff that I've researched and things I've connected dots on. Not like, oh, someone's got colored hair and they're wearing red. They're devil worshipping Illuminati. Like, shut the fuck up. You guys sound so corny. It's cringe as fuck. So this is my response to y'all. Stop. Stop it. Get help. You guys are not winning a culture war because you're not culturally inept enough to. You have no flavor in your ear, in your outfits, in your soul, in your spirit. You guys are uptight and offended by everything. Let me break it to you. You're not God. We know that. You're not God, you're not Jesus, you're none of that. Some of y'all ain't even that talented. So therein lies the problem. You think you are because you're reading a book that was written by a bunch of Jesus's friends. Yeah, imagine someone writing my fucking autobiography and then telling you guys that this is the word after I've been dead for years and years. Yeah, nah, not gonna happen. I wouldn't even let the motherfuckers in my Discord to be trusted to reiterate something I said accurately, okay? Because some of y'all that are in there know what I'm talking about. Somebody's gonna repeat a story way incorrect, and you're like, what? Imagine that being a book that was written about you. Can you imagine? Like, for real. Think about it, guys. Like, that's wild, okay? So I go off on these tangents, and when I edit these videos, I don't even watch them back except for just to add in like funny clips. Insert funny clip. But I don't really watch them all the way through because it's hard for me to watch myself back, because also I go straight for the jugular because I tell it like it is, and I don't really have a very good filter, nor do I sit here and write. I'm not running for Congress, and I'm not trying to give you a fake ass politically correct speech. I'm talking to you guys like I talk to my friends and people I love every day. This is MBennz. I just tell it like it is. It's not packaged pretty, but it's the truth, and I mean no harm, but it's the truth, and somebody's got to tell it. So you're not Jesus. Jesus showed up, you guys would criticize Jesus, quite certain of it. So save it for somebody who cares. You guys aren't going to win in culture, and you're not going to win in music after this Trump stuff's over, because what are you guys going to do now? All of you have sold your opinion so far to a stance that it's hard to pull back from. So you're gonna have to stand 10 toes down on your fucking principles, and if that's what you want to rock with, cool. But if you guys are offended, so let me put it this way, if you're offended by Rihanna's performance, you're not, which you guys probably would be fine with, you're not meant for this, but you're not meant for music, period. You just need to stick into the Christian realm. And that's it, and that's fine. But there's nothing wrong with making music that has cuss words. It's not the end of the world. It's not. I don't think that every word should have a cuss word. Every song should have a cuss word in it, and I don't think you need to make music with cuss words. But I'm just saying, if you do, it's not like, oh God, God's gonna send you straight to hell. Like, this whole narrative of acting like you guys know God and know God more than some of us is comical as fuck. What if Jesus was one of us? Have you heard that song by Joan Osborne? What if God was one of us? Just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home. It's like, what if God had a name? What would it be, and would you call it to his face? Yeah, that song. I'm going to put it in the description below. You guys should check it out. But it makes me think of that every time, and I feel like that is what's lacking. Like, you guys walk around as if you're God and not acting like you want to be closer to God or be more like God. Yeah, God was pretty ruthless, but God also was very understanding and walked amongst those who weren't like him in order to be a light and a vessel to help inspire and change people. Talk is cheap. You need to live it. So by judging others and criticizing others consistently, constantly, every day, when you are not perfect, okay, you're not. Whether that means maybe you don't cuss, but maybe you eat too much. Maybe you need to be more self-controlled and disciplined with your health. It's always some bullshit. Maybe you need to get regular doctor visits more. Maybe you need to spend less time. Like, we're all not perfect, so chill out. It's just, to me, it's disgusting and gross after a while. It just gets played out, and I'm honestly tired of it. So my thoughts on the Grammy is, like, the Grammys, for example, was Sam Smith, everyone acted shocked. I said, they're just being who they are. Like, why are you guys surprised about him dressing like that? Like, why is that shocking? It's been happening every year. Do you guys not notice all the other stuff? See, the funny part to me is I've always known this stuff, and that's why I never signed a record deal. And my story is so much bigger and greater than any of your little peasant ass complaints that you guys do all day with your followers on the internet. But I let you do it because, like, Jesus is humble. You guys want to be prestigious. We get it. But here's the thing. When I hear these things, I'm like, okay, but they've been doing this since day one. Like, it's always been blatant in our face, but just not literally dressed like the devil, I guess. Maybe that's the difference. They dress like the devil now. Before, they just were doing like all other kinds of like symbolisms, like snakes and flames and circle, what do you call those, like pentagon, like circle things, I forget what they're called, like or they all, like, I don't even know what they're called, but anyway, that's good I don't, but those things where they stand in a circle, like ritual type stuff. But here nor there, it's nothing new. So, like, basically they're just being themselves. I think the sooner we get like more real about shit and just start owning it and saying, all right, well, this is what I worship, this is what it is, instead of hiding it, the quicker we'll be back on the path to healing it. Because if people are denying these things, there's no chance or hope for fixing it. So if they're not denying it, I think we're getting closer to fixing it. The way that people believe in the devil is because the devil made them believe God isn't real or that Jesus isn't real. So when Jesus shows up to the Grammys and says, what up, y'all? Y'all didn't think I was real? What's up? It's your boy Jesus. It's your girl. Then what? That's how you change it. You understanding yet? You copying what I'm dropping? Are you picking up between the lines yet? Some of you are. The ones who aren't are, but they're pretending they're not, because it disrupts their sense of control of what they think the narrative is supposed to be in reality when it's not. So when Jesus takes the stage, you guys are going to have to deal with it. You guys will still throw rocks at Jesus and say Jesus is not supposed to be there and Jesus is a Satanist. You guys will say all the same shit. It's pretty much evident at this point what's going to happen. So sit back and enjoy your little mediocre careers, and enjoy your Twitter followings and your paid subscriptions on Twitter and all your judgmental bullshit that you guys spew about women and musicians and people doing things, instead of actually trying to be a beacon of light and an example for change. You want to criticize and critique others all day long, and it's really fucking gross. So anywho, my two thoughts are, shocker, wow, you guys act so surprised. I'm not. It is what it is. So how are we gonna, we've known this, so what now? How do we help people? If we're so concerned, how do we help them? Making fun of them and making memes and blasting them negatively, it's not helping them. It's the opposite of that usually. So I don't judge these guys. I think that there is a lot of people that unfortunately aren't strong, and they're artists, they're sensitive souls, they want to be successful and they want to live their dreams, and they made a bad choice. And sometimes for some people, they have no choice. At that point, what are they going to do? They feel stuck, they feel trapped, they feel depressed, they feel alone. And all we're doing is furthering that feeling. It's not good. So that's my 2 cents about it. I'm not justifying anything. I'm saying try to move a little bit more compassionately and empathetically with people, and stop sitting on your high horses, because it's really annoying. It's kind of cringy, and it's just not helping anyone, including yourselves. It makes you guys look bad. So as far as that goes, Christian conservatives need to stop commenting. And if you're so uptight and so bothered by these things, don't watch it and stay off social media. That would be my best advice, because social media is the epicenter of this stuff. So if you don't like it so much, quit talking about it. No, you guys just want content. You want to be contradictory for content. So you're essentially doing the same thing. Look in the fucking mirror, you hypocrites. Okay, well, that's my Jesus rant for Monday. God loves me, and I love you, and I love God, and I don't love a fraud. So happy Monday. Look in the mirror and be careful before you comment on others about who's looking back at you, okay? Jesus gang. Jesus gang. All right, I'm out, guys. I'm home. Talk to you soon. Peace.